This is what I'm having for breakfast this morning. I'll begin by saying my usual first flask of water has my electrolytes in it, pardon me. Then I have 1 cup of almond milk set aside for the day. That is 30 calories, 1 point on Weight Watchers. And in the dish, I have a tablespoon of the Trilogy Healthy Seeds, which is 1 point on Weight Watchers and 35 calories. I have a serving of organic Scottish oatmeal, which is a 1/4 cup dry, 3 points on Weight Watchers, 140 calories. I've added cinnamon to it. I also have 4 ounces of strawberries, which is 40 calories, and 3 ounces of blackberries, which is 37 calories. I've already had my vitamin and my extra B12. And in total, this breakfast has 281 calories with the almond milk that I set aside, and is 5 points on Weight Watchers and has 9 grams of protein. This is what I'm having for lunch today. It is a salad. It has 1.75 ounces of mixed greens. It has 2.4 ounces of cara orange, 3 ounces of cooked mushrooms, which I put in my air fryer and just seasoned with Mrs. garlic and herb. And I have 1 ounce of carrot that I had shredded. And then I made this, I'm going to call it a citrus dressing today. I will put the links for Weight Watchers and Nutricheck for the recipe if anybody's interested in making it. And I'm tracking it as Skinny Girl balsamic vinaigrette. So it's going to have 0 points on Weight Watchers. Okay, so moving on. The salad has 115 calories, and the only thing in it that has points is 1 tablespoon of my whole Trilogy Health Seeds that I put on top. And in total, this lunch has 5 Weight Watchers points, 383 calories, and 14.1 grams of protein. I'm really looking forward to having this soup again. It's very hearty and delicious, and I think a nice salad on the side will complement it nicely for my lunch. In my 3-quart saucepan, I am sauteing, only using water, a clove of garlic, which I cut up, and 1 large onion, which I chopped in my small Pampered Chef chopper. Once the garlic and onion were translucent, I added 16 ounces of low sodium vegetable juice. I used the Great Value Walmart brand for V8 low sodium vegetable juice. And now I have also added 1 teaspoon of Mrs. garlic and herb seasoning that has no salt. And I'm going to cover this and let it simmer down for about 15 to 20 minutes. This is what I've made for dinner tonight. I'm going to call it a sweet potato bean stew of sorts. I had started it with 16 ounces of the V8 low sodium juice, which I removed 8 ounces of because it was too much. It does contain 1 large onion that I had chopped. It has a clove of garlic that I had chopped, and 2 ounces of sweet potato that I boiled separately, and 4 ounces of rinsed black beans. Then we move on over to the salad. This is iceberg lettuce with some shallots and 1/2 ounce of chopped almonds. They are the raw almonds that I bought from Aldi. And I also have in here 1/4 ounce of sun-dried tomato, which I have chopped, or I should say julienned. And I have 1.5 ounces of green beans, which were low sodium cans, and I rinsed them. So in total, this dinner has 3 Weight Watchers points, 1 for the sweet potato and 2 for the almonds, pardon me. It has 389 calories, and it contains 14.5 grams of protein. And this is the chopper that I use for the onion. It's the Pampered Chef hand operated. Just push down on the pump. It does a really good job. If anybody was interested, if you attend a party, look into buying one. It's definitely worth it. And I am working on my water. This is going to make 8 cups if I finish it by the end of today. So I'm going to go and enjoy my dinner now. Oh, and also I forgot to mention that I do have 2 tablespoons of my homemade citrus salad dressing on the salad. Sorry about that. Hello again. it's just me, Ro, coming to close out the video. Today is the 25th of May. I'm keeping Oreo down here. Apologies. There's always a four-legged creature near me wherever I go in this house. Okay, so today is the 25th of May in the evening. I am reporting on yesterday's eating. And I'm kind of hoping that doing my videos this way, that's the reason that I've started doing them this way, is because of a time problem. I just don't have the time to do everything in one day. However, I am also having a nighttime eating issue, which I'm hoping the way that I'm doing the videos now is going to help me with that. Because now when I come on, it's the day after, and I have to tell you about what I did yesterday. Otherwise, I won't be honest with you, and I like to be honest with you. It bothers me to think that I wouldn't be honest with you. So I'm hoping that's going to be like a little strategy for me to stop with this nighttime eating thing. Now, I will tell you, yesterday was an eating disaster for me. One of the worst I've had in a while. Because, now this is Maxie now, coming to say hello. Because I did try to do whole food plant-based eating yesterday. And it just didn't go well for me. For whatever the reason, it didn't go well. And I ended up feeling like I was lacking in protein. It wasn't craving in the end. The eating that I did last night was not about craving. It was about my body telling me, hey, look, I don't like what you did today, and you better fix it, kind of a thing. So that led to my overeating, calorie-wise. So let me get into the day of eating. Okay, so what happened last night is, what you didn't see in the video, is I had a low-fat cheese stick for 50 calories, 2 points on Weight Watchers, and I had an orange, 80 calories, 0 points on Weight Watchers, and I had a bag of the WW salt and vinegar crisps for 70 calories and 2 points on Weight Watchers. So that total of snacks was 4 points, and it came to 290 calories with 10 grams of protein. So my calories for the day, as I have it on Well Balanced with the Nutracheck app, are 1,371 calories, in hopes of getting to 30 grams of fiber, which I definitely did that yesterday, and then some, and 58.9 grams of protein. So what I ended up with is 1,620 calories, and I'm going to insert here the totals for the day, because I did forget to make note of how many grams of protein I ate in total, but you'll see it here. But I did end up eating 1,620 calories for the day. Now, I put in my steps, which were lacking, and I was able to get 93 calories added to the 1,371, but I don't use those calories. That just happens to be, I just basically record my steps every day to have them in there, not to see what the calories that I'm buying back, so to speak, because I don't do that. But yesterday I did, and then some, because I really was over by 249 calories. The app says 156, but again, I don't count the 93. I don't take that credit, so it's 249. That's a lot of calories. That's like a meal. So, putting that behind me, because I don't dwell. That's the beauty of, for me, counting calories. Every day, every meal can be a new meal and a fresh start in one day. Okay, I can do that. If I mess up on I can't do it at the end of the day, though, as you can see from yesterday. That doesn't work well. But let's say I overindulge at lunch. I could start over at dinner. So, same difference when yesterday I was over. I'm not one to now decide to do 800 calories today. That does not work. That leads me to night eating, binging. That doesn't work for me. For some people, it works beautifully. I'm not one that works for. So what I just do is I clear the slate. That's what's a great thing to me about counting calories. I clear that slate. I don't have time to waste in dwelling on, I'll call it screw-ups. It's not necessarily a screw-up. It's part of life. This is life that we're living here. It's turns in the road. Sometimes they're really, really sharp and hard to navigate. Other times they go a lot more smoothly. So yesterday for me, I screwed up my day in the sense that nothing to feel guilty about. I tried something new and that did not work for me. So I'm going to take from that a learning experience. And instead of trying to do three whole food plant-based meals, I may try to do one or two in a day. That still puts me in a more healthy direction with my eating. And I find the meals very satisfying for the most part. Not too thrilled on a bean meal. I like my beans as a side dish more than I do as a center part of my meal. Um, but otherwise, I enjoy, as you can see, I got to, in the 5 a day, mine was 11.7 yesterday. And I thoroughly enjoyed everything I ate. I did not, I want to go back to the recipe for the citrus dressing that I made, that I told you about, that I was putting the link in the video. I did end up adding a pack of stevia and a quarter teaspoon of xanthan gum to that dressing. I felt the need to do that. It just didn't taste right to me. That's normally how I make it. I put whichever flavor I make, I always put a packet of stevia and I put a quarter teaspoon of xanthan gum in there. So I did go back into the Weight Watchers and the Nutracheck apps to make those adjustments. So if you click on those links, you'll see it there. I don't know what I mentioned about that citrus dressing. It was good. I enjoyed it. Is it the best one I've ever had? No. I like the balsamic much better. But I bet if I found an orange balsamic, which I'm going to eventually go to the store where they sell the balsamic vinegars and the really good olive oils. I'm fortunate enough to have one pretty local to me, about 20 minutes away, but I have not reached to go there yet. I'm going to buy up some really nice balsamics, and I'm hoping they have an orange, because I'll be buying it, and then I can make the citrus dressing with that. So anyway, I'm totally going off topic here. So my point is, my message to you is, if you can, please don't waste any time with this guilt thing. We all do it, but I'm telling you, put it on a shelf, stick it somewhere, okay? Send it out the door. It is a waste of time. It does nothing good for us. It leads us to binging, okay? That's all that I think it does. Or it leads us to falling off the wagon altogether, and then maybe we don't get back on for a month, or maybe it takes us 6 months. So we don't have time for that. That is not, there's no room in our life for that kind of thing. We all have turns in the road, as I've said before, and I'll say it again. Those turns will come. Sometimes they will come because we're stressed out about something. You know, we have families and children and spouses and significant others that sometimes have issues that cause concern for ourselves and stress us, because they're our loved ones, and, you know, even friends can be going through something that we can get stressed out about. And I know for myself, stress, I turn to food, and it's not going to be a banana. It's going to be something that is not healthy for me to eat. In the moment, it will taste great, and that moment is very short-lived, and then I feel sick as a dog, and that may carry over to the next day and all day long. So in terms of feeling guilty about when something happens, we need to just put that in its place and move on. That would be my best suggestion to you. Not trying to tell anyone what to do, but what I am telling you is, please don't beat yourself up. This happens to everyone. If people say it does not happen to them, God bless. I think more than not, it happens to people. So when it does happen, best to do is put it behind you and go straight forward. You know, pull out that tool chest that you have, go in there, get a couple tools out, call a friend, go on a Facebook group, you know, talk to your spouse or significant other. And the main thing is plan that next meal to be a good meal for yourself. And just keep on going. The main thing is to never give up. I say this almost every video. I beg you not to give up. You are so worth this. You are worth all the struggle. Because when you get to the other side of the mountain and you start to be able to sail downhill a little bit and take the road gets easier for you, I guarantee you, you will look back and you will say, thank the Lord that I still stuck with it and I kept on going. No matter how many times I fell down, I got myself back up and I kept on going. Because the
prize. Keep your eye on the prize. There can be no better prize than health. When you have your health, you have everything. And the only way to get your health is to get this weight off, if that's what your issue is, and to get healthier and to get these medications out of your body and put good food in. So on that note, I'm going to say goodnight for now. And I'm going to thank you all very much for having watched my video. It amazes me that anybody spends time with me, especially at the end of the video. But I do truly appreciate your patronage to my channel. If you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would make me super happy. And if you could please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I hope that you found it helpful. Please throw me a comment. Let me know how you're doing. I'd love to hear how you're doing. I appreciate it when anybody writes a comment. I would love to help you if you need help. And also join our Facebook group. It's just weight loss support group. Weight loss, 2 words, support group. That's it. And the links are in the description box of the video, actually, as is my email. The other thing I wanted to say is there are other links in there. If you're interested in whole food, plant-based, there are some links that I put in there that you can check out. If you're interested, not pushing anything on anyone, but I have them listed there for you in case you want to check them out. And my Wednesday group, the Weight Loss Company, wonderful group of ladies. If you need support, please check them out. I'll also put their links in the description box of the video, and that will be carrying over to every single video I make now, because I'm not leaving them anytime soon. I hope to not ever leave them. I'm finding it very helpful. You know, I'm missing my Zoom meetings with my coach Michelle and our groups that we had. And you can't replace a couple years of being in Zoom meetings with people with some random coach on a Weight Watchers app that you're just going to hit and miss with people, and however many people may be in that group. So this group that I'm in now feels like home to me. It really does. And I'm just so happy to have the opportunity, because you know, it's important to get the support that you need. It really is. Find it however you have to find it. And if, like I said, you have resources. If you're not feeling that they're the good ones or the ones that you need right now, there are other resources that don't cost any money out there. So one of which is our group. So please come on over and visit us on Facebook if you'd like some support. And yeah, we'd love to have you. So I'm going to say goodnight for now, and I will see you next time in the next video that I make. You be well, and I'm sending you hugs. Please take good care of yourself so you can be well, because again, you're the only one that can do that. Okay? Got it? Okay. Talk to you soon.